Yeah, look at my chart.
This is a very odd
Damn,
time to do a stream. 13th of September.
So, you working today, bro, or you hanging around?
Bro, I'm about to cash out.
On what?
Put in my 2 weeks notice.
You did?
Right after today, bro.
On. Save.
What's your homie gonna say? He's fine with it?
Want to say again?
What is your homie gonna say? Is he good with it?
I don't give a fuck what he says. What's he gonna do? Stop me?
Did he end up getting more crew? Like, more mechanics out there, or not?
Yeah, he'll be alright.
What's up, YouTube? How you doing? I'm just hanging out in B's Discord, so you'll hear some of the fellas and gals talking,
What?
sharing their most magical opinions with the world. Good morning, T Black. Good morning, MG and Shadow 777. Rogers Aquarium. I love that name. That's great. David Morolobo. Or Moralabo. I don't know how to pronounce that one. I may as well put my share my screen in Discord as well, just in case you guys want to fucking realize or understand what the hell I'm talking about. Share my screen. Screen 2. There we go. Alright, let me turn the volume off.
Yo, 1 minute.
1 minute till the event?
Yes, sir.
So we've got the CPI figures coming out in a minute. I'm sure there's a live stream of it. Let me just look up Jerome Powell or the FOMC live CPI. Yeah.
CNBC live.
Yeah, there's a Bloomberg one. Bloomberg Global Financials News live. That's the only live stream that's coming up for CPI.
10 seconds?
I don't think I'll restream that, just in case I get flagged for copyright. But
like Bloomberg.
Oh, it's positive.
Is it?
It's 0.1%. 0.1% month over month. 8.3% year over year. 6.3% consumer price index, food and energy year over year.
Where are you seeing that?
It's FX Street economic calendar.
Well, for this second, let me just go back here. Yeah, there's a bit of a pullback happening. It's in general. All right.
Inflation year over year is still over 8%.
Oh, yep, I see.
Bitcoin wicked.
The impact.
It's our lightsaber candle. Take all that liquidity out, bro. All those late longs are getting wrecked.
That crazy pullback. Yeah, that's why I was saying earlier, like, don't get too excited. It's alright. It might just be
pre-market, it's showing that.
Yeah, it might just be a bit of a shakeout. We'll see what happens. We'll see if it pulls up somewhere. But hey, it almost came into contact with the top of this macro trend line. Not to mention it tried to get back up into this channel here. It did actually. Well and truly got up there, but so far the news is being interpreted as a reason to sell, I think. Yeah, 0.1. Well, get your fiat ready to buy the dip.
Yes, sir.
That's if it dips like heavy.
My line in the sand here is 20.7. If we lose 20.7, I'm getting the fuck out.
Yeah, that's a nice pullback, damn. Wow. All that work, all that.
Staircase up, elevator down.
Yeah. It'll be interesting to see where this thing pulls up. Let's do a bit of a fib retracement. So we're
Probably gonna take it to a moving average, like
pulling in
just where
the low.
Toto said 20, below 21 maybe, but I don't know if it's gonna do it. It's hitting support right here.
Yeah, the 236. It seems to have breezed through that so far. A 618 bounce would be good as a basically retesting the top of these highs here. That's 20,150 if it bounces off the golden fib level. But yeah, I don't know, this initial shock. Yeah.
Pushed it up first.
Yeah, definitely. I'm glad that they did actually. Well, hey, if it didn't get pushed up, if we just chopped sideways and then these, like, you know, kind of sobering figures came out, this dump would surely have taken us down quite deep. But hey, damn, I started the stream, like, unknowingly right as these figures came out.
Well, everybody knows inflation. I mean, shit, the prices here are still friggin' high at the supermarket and everything, so what the hell?
I wonder what the Dixie's doing right now. Ooh, look at that spike on the DXY.
Yeah.
Holy shit. That's almost a 1% move up. And that's a big deal for the DXY, like...
Just like that's
that.
another thing. They were dropping it all morning, and yesterday, the day before.
That's very interesting. So the stock market opens up, well, the New York stock market opens up in an hour. And that'll be interesting to see how the stocks react, probably negatively.
Yeah, they're already
just like
down.
just like Bitcoin's. I'm gonna check the pre-market level. But SPY
296.
Ooh. Yeah, that's quite a distance from where it closed yesterday. 405 down from 410. 5 ticks, 5 pips or whatever. I don't know what those traditional traders say. About the NASDAQ. Ooh, shit. That's the hourly. What a sharp pull, like, drawdown there for the old NASDAQ. That's insane.
Yeah, you can drop Luna. Usually they go the opposite way. But...
Yeah, damn, that dollar index is just rocketing up. It's insane, like how much influence and how much control the Fed has, like with these figures and everything, reporting on global markets. Like, I mean, crypto is a global thing.
Good morning.
Morning.
Hey, morning.
This is why you set your exits to your trades slightly lower than resistance is.
Yeah.
You see that 22.8? That my exit was 22. What did I tell you, Rick, yesterday? 22,700. I'm out. Hit it this morning. It took my order and I'm out. I just avoided this candle down on my position, man.
Oh, beautiful. That's
I am
good.
ecstatic. Yes.
Did you open a short?
No, I did
Shoulda.
not. That would have been the best fucking move. I would have made like 5 times more money in like half a
Yeah.
minute if I would if I would have had a short for this.
Yeah.
Yeah. No. What happened though? I mean, did the SPY or anything dump? Did the DXY? I'm
The
so
DXY,
curious.
the DXY pumped like crazy. It's like gone up
Yeah.
1%.
Yeah,
And
I
the
knew it.
Nasdaq,
Now, Turbo.
yeah, the Nasdaq has pulled down 2.5%.
Fuck, I knew it. Last night I wrote in general, DXY is about to take a tail up, and I was pissed about it. But it took time, man. I'm so excited to go and see the chart and see what it did. Jesus. Wow.
Yeah, the CPI figure.
Oh, shit. Oh,
Well,
we had a meeting.
Yeah.
yeah,
CPI numbers.
yeah, the Federal Reserve
More
meeting.
news. Well,
Jerome.
there's more news coming.
Jerome Powell. Scotty. Yo. Some people in the chat. Wow, I just woke up to this. What happened? Yeah, it's the CPI figures, so the Consumer Price Index, which is a... Let me just read out. Why traders care. Consumer prices account for a majority of overall inflation. Inflation is important to currency valuation because rising prices lead to the central bank to raise interest rates out of respect for their inflation containment mandate. So there you go.
So definitely 75's on the table. 75 point.
So August 10 saw just a flat 0.0% for the CPI, and then now it's gone back up again to 0.1%. So actual being greater than the forecast is good for the currency, which we're seeing in a big way. Like the US dollar is going up.
I don't know, man. Something fishy going on. Pretty sure this is just a hook on the bigger time frames that had to be made, same as usual.
It's 10. So
It's
August...
doing an SR flip. Sorry.
It's all right. August 10, yeah, you can see how August 10, the DXY did a big drop. That big red candle there. Why is that? August 10 CPI statistic was 0.3% when it was forecast to be 0.5%. So the actual was smaller than the forecast, which means it's bad for currency, which is what we want as commodity traders or crypto traders. We want the currency to be weaker so that our Bitcoin measures up better against it. Well, hopefully this just, people, let that sink in, and they get over it, and then they get back to, letting it flatten. Like it'll eventually flatten out. Like the initial shock factor will have its effect, and then yeah. But hey, if it plummets and plummets and plummets, it just means we can buy more, right? Can build better positions.
I really don't think it's gonna plummet and plummet and plummet. This is like the Wizard of Oz thing. They wait for the damn news to come out for a move to happen. We go through this over and over and over and over, just as many times I'm going to say over. It happens hundreds of times on the chart. It's a move that an inverted chart needs to make. It's like a clock. It works and it has a mechanism behind it. I don't care about the news. The news are triggers. That's it. This was seen on the chart since yesterday night, and not that big of a candle down at all. But Kay and I were talking about it. Best case scenario, worst case. What's gonna happen? You always have to prepare for it. Absolutely. Everybody in news was coming out this morning. It's like everybody's on their trigger waiting to sell their position, or hedge funds are ready to do it, or institutions are. But this is not an individual who's selling. It's an institution, and that's why it hits so hard so fast, because it's just part of the chart, man. I don't know how I'm gonna prove it to everybody. Maybe I should set myself on fire or something for the entertainment. But like it's the chart just does this, and this is where it is. DXY, same thing, was ready to pitch a tail. I mean, we know that part of the chart. So yeah, I think it's gonna hold. And if it doesn't, I don't think we're going to 15K right now. No.
This is
just reading comments.
This is a classic example of how fundamentals can overpower any kind of technical setup. You know what I mean? Like if something fundamentally happens, like in the news, it can rock everything. It can ruin any kind of pattern you're following, or Yeah,
it just completely stretches it out of proportion. Like it's just kind of like the rip to 69K. In comparison to what it had done before. It was out of proportion. Well, moves like this can happen on smaller time frames, and I still think the 4 hour, if you look at it on the, I don't know if you ever look at charts inverted or not, but
not that often, but yeah.
When you start recognizing moves on the right side up, when you start to see them on the inverted, you'll realize that they happen exactly the same way. So you can anticipate a drop or an area of a drop much more accurately, than if you would just anticipate. Like, I didn't buy a short. I re-FOMO'd into a position on this dip. I'm taking a big risk, but you don't get a candle like that without a reaction. Unfortunately, my FOMO, I'm at -$5 on this position, and I took it on ETH this time because there's something pushing ETH still. I'm not so confident with Bitcoin at the moment with what happened, but they follow each other pretty much, the charts. So I just thought ETH would get back up there a little quicker, and I'm in a negative now on the FOMO, but I bought 1,679 this morning, so I'm just under my position. I don't know, they're risks, right? But I scalp.
You can see how the DXY is like an inverse correlation to Bitcoin. It's like looking into a lake. It's like a mirror image. Yeah, I've got it up on my stream there.
Oh, do you? Hold on, I'm gonna go check. You see that big green candle on the 4 hour on the DXY?
Yeah, I'm looking at. Well, I'm on the hourly, but yeah. You
So
can
look
see.
at the technicals from the low. You flipped your left ear. You, with your right ear, did SR flip, did a body after that, came back, held the scalp line, bam, tail up. It was crazy, that candle. God, that was like one move in its own, and it almost, basically, if you look at the DXY, it freaking double topped from the DXY, just pulled the whole move that Bitcoin's been doing in 4 days in that area in one candle. The 4 green candles we got on Bitcoin on the smaller time frames, let's say, I think it was on, that brought us from the 20K to 22 something. DXY just pulled that move. One candle, one. It just did the whole 4 days or 3 days instantly on the chart. So that's impressive,
Yeah.
man. That is like, wow. That's the way I see it.
Yeah.
But
Look at that. I just got up. Wow.
Yeah.
yeah, I yelled when it happened. I was like, Jesus, babe, look at this candle. It's not stopping. I'm getting back in.
Yeah.
But I made a
out my
mistake.
office, and I woke up with my dog, and I looked up one of the stream, and I said, "What is that weird what is that weird vertically down line that I drew on this thing?" And I kept looking, like waking up, and I was like, "That's a candle."
Yeah.
Yeah. So best thing for us now is that the DX1 smaller time frame would hook on this position, which it should. If it hooks, you're gonna at least go back down to like 108.6.
You
But
removed.
You can see Bitcoin
Turbo.
Bitcoin came in and basically got rejected at the golden pocket. So basically drawing a fib from the highest price that we pulled in last month, tracing it all the way down to the lowest point of the massive drawdown we had, which is 18,510 on my chart here. That gives us these fib levels, and look at that, we tagged the golden pocket, which is between 0.618 and 0.65. Could not get through it, and bang. I mean, it's a bit of a, it's like, yeah, it's like a technical and a fundamental, like a news-based, news-driven sentiment thing. So it's like, it's amazing how it happens right at that time, at that spot, you know?
But using your trend lines with breaks.
Did it warn you?
Trend lines with breaks?
Yeah.
The indicator.
I haven't.
Testing it again now.
Oh, yeah? I haven't used that, but yeah. I think I've seen it. Chris Dude,
So
my dude.
The wick made a low on that trend line, and the trend line automatically drew itself, and now we're testing it back.
Yeah, DXY is about to try to pitch another tail on another cat right now on the 1 minute. But, yeah, it's I hope it fails. Now, if it fails, this thing's gonna Bart. I'm praying this thing fails right now. Fuck, I took a risk this morning, man. But I do have a stop loss, so I'm good. I really, really hope the DXY Barts here. It's not getting its higher local high. It may engulf this candle right now. Yep, let's go. Come on, do this.
So that CPI report was pretty bad. So
yeah,
definitely have stop losses. Like, yeah.
Yeah, those.
By the way, what's up, Turbo?
What's up, MoCat? Everything good, bro? Going to work this morning.
Makes you think, like, how much worse could things get?
Well, you're about to see it if it pitches a tail on this thing right now. Telling you, it's pulling all of Bitcoin's move, crypto's move, in inverse, meaning this is us reversing our move. but in a quick fashion. I'm very surprised that it went down that quick at 22.8, or just shy of it. It was a clear rejection on the chart, but fuck, that quickly, that was impressive, man. That really was impressive. I kind of
If
like it, but
if anyone's like wondering how to do that thing where I've added the DXY to my Bitcoin chart, just click here, the little plus up here, which is compare or add symbol. Click on that, and then I've got it here in recent symbols, but you can just search it by typing DXY and make sure that you're on all. So there's all these different categories to pick from. Just select all so that it finds it properly. And I use this TVC DXY index, and then I select new price scale, and then it plots it on the chart.
whoa, that's
So,
cool, man.
Yeah.
That's very cool, Rick.
And then obviously you can go into the settings of it and change like the line color if you don't like orange. Or if you want to make it opaque, if you want to, transparent, you can turn down the opacity. But yeah, that's as simple as it is. And you can see that when Forex is like down or closed, it'll just draw a line between the 2 points. So that's where it closed and that's where it opened. So it just draws a straight line, or that gap. You can see them all over the place. You go back here. Yeah, these flat lines. That's just where the foreign exchange market is closed for that moment. So it just draws a line across. But yeah, damn, Bitcoin's taken a bit of a hit there. What an easy short.
Fuck. DXY is gonna climb.
Ethereum's down 5.2%.
It loses this support. We can go down to 19,900. Back down to that trend line that I have. And the fib circle, which would be a retest, and then from there we could maybe call that a fucking bottom finally. We got more news coming today, so I don't know what the consensus is going to be.
You know when you do the two-step down fractal with the flex at the bottom and then you pop out of it like we've been doing on the chart, right side up, guys? The inverted just did exactly that. You know when the right side up chart finishes its move, you have a pivot point, which is usually in that pocket, and then you drop or you go down and do your retest of your breakout area, or the 50%, let's say, of that with the ruler, right? That's all that Bitcoin, Ethereum just did. This move is the biggest move on the chart, and it just did it on the inverted. It's unfortunate, but we're not. What I mean is this move comes to an end. You just did step one. You're consolidating with on the inverted higher lows. If you're charting it inverted, it's gonna do step two if it doesn't BART here, and it's gonna stop dead, and it's gonna reverse the move again. Maybe not with the amplification. I don't know what the word is. The extreme way that this just did it, but yeah, I hope I'm not wrong, but I'm not panicking at all on this right now. I'm just impressed.
Dollar's at 109.
Yeah.
So
the dollar's doing the exact same thing.
Turbo, they dumped it this morning and they pushed Bitcoin up as a presumption that the hedge funds know what the hell's going on and they force it.
Of course, what are they going to do now? They're going to finish the move. They're going to go refill that gap. That's their commission, man. That's weird. That's where they make all their money. I hope that's the move. But I'd watch this area because if you're doing step 2 up on DXY, it's going to do it sharp again, in my opinion. That'll be the end of your move. Step 2. You'll retest your high. It'll fail. And then it'll start coming down again slowly, hopefully. There's no hope in this. This is what I think it's going to do. I hope I'm not wrong. And I'm not just talking out of my ass. Like, I took a position in this, so I'm really hoping. That I may have taken it a bit early. I mean, I'm not wrong on that. I mean, I'm wrong. I was wrong on that. I should have waited a little longer, but I only took a very small position. So I don't think I'm just not going to look at the charts all day. I'm going to go to work, let it do its thing, and if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. You know, stop loss will take me out.
Yeah. That's fair, man.
Should be an interesting day.
Man, fundamentals can
Rick,
bite.
must be late. Oh, sorry.
Yeah, it is late. It's like 2 minutes till 11 p.m. for me. So 10:58. I'm trying to remember from my old streams what I used to put down here. I think it was the order book? Yeah. Old school. Yeah, a bit of a drop, eh?
See, like, that's something you cannot predict unless you're like scoping out the chart like you just did on your DXY onto your other screen, or if you have multiple screens watching it about to pull a move, you know, kind of like the DXY is about to do now. Careful here.
It's climbing. It's still climbing. It's crazy.
It's gonna hit the trend line just a little more, and then it should hold there and then start dropping. I don't think it's gonna get to 110.
You know what the good news is? We may actually, I don't know what stage it's at, but we may actually see this move once BTC hits that point, which is what, I mean, I'm pretty sure if you ask Jules or a couple of people, we've been expecting this move up like this, not down. And I think that this pivot point was to have, like, you know, make sure just to have a retest. There's got to be a retest of a right ear here on BTC. That's my next thing that I'm going to look at.
How many insider traders do you reckon there are that had like the tip off that this was going to happen because of the bad figures?
Or everybody's on a conference call. That's for sure.
Just having even just like a 10-minute lead on what's about to be announced, you know, or a 5-minute lead.
Pelosi's probably trading. Schumer, Pelosi, yeah. And the big guy, you know who the big guy is, right?
What's that?
President.
Ah, yes, of course.
Or he has his son's name on it.
I wonder if Tay shorted this, that fucker. Last night, man, he was contemplating going nuts. Pick a decision, pick a direction, pick a direction. It was so funny. But
what, he was on Voice?
He was on General. We were going back and forth with charts, going like, this is the quickest option up. This is if, you know, we kind of move sideways. This is the down version. And I don't know, the down version was not this aggressive on the chart. I think I drew it like in 2 steps, man. So if this is just step 1, damn, I don't know. Might hit those high 20s, but I don't know, man. I'm pretty confident in what I see. I'm pretty confident in what I see here. I wouldn't be surprised if I missed my entry, but I wouldn't be surprised if it also did what I'm thinking it's gonna do. So just a question of volume, I guess.
I'm actually happy this is happening because I was kind of bummed that it started going up so quickly, like after 18 and a half, you know, because I wanted to buy more. I was like, damn. But it already took off, and I didn't really want to buy more above 21,000. So
Smart move, man.
yeah.
So you were patient, is what you're saying.
Yeah.
It was going to happen anyways. So,
that's right.
Yeah,
I'll just, if it goes to the places that I like to buy it, I'll buy it there.
That's
Otherwise, if it starts climbing, then I'm good. So it's good either way. It doesn't matter. So I guess I'm leaning toward becoming more of an investor than a trader. Well, you could say it's like a more macro trader, like really big swing trades that go for like multiple months at a time.
Well, I'm sure you have a spot back, no?
Nah, I'm on 2.5x, building up a 2.5x leverage play. When things really get positive, that's when I'll increase the leverage. But yeah, for now, just building things up at 2.5x just to keep it safe. You know, I don't want to get liquidated.
Oh, so you just add to your leverage, not money, but X-wise. You keep the same amount, but like if it's turning bullish, you'll just up your leverage instead of adding money.
Yeah, like to up your leverage. So let's say you put down $1,000 at 10x, right? And then let's say the price starts falling and you start getting a bit scared because it's approaching your liquidation line. You can deleverage your position, but you need money. So when you're on 10x, like let's say you put $1,000 at 10x, that means you've borrowed $10,000 from the exchange. So you've got $10,000 like of their money
Ready
risk.
cash in a way. Yeah.
So if you want to deleverage to, let's say 2x, you need to basically cover or pay back that money that you borrowed to the exchange. So like you need to have, say, another $5,000 to deleverage it halfway, back to a 5x. So you've borrowed 10,000, and let's say you want to bring it back from a 10x down to a 5x. You have to put $5,000 on the table of your money, and that's how you deleverage.
You're not on global anymore.
No, I'm on Bybit, but it'd be the same thing.
Did you ever notice? Well, not on isolated. They don't let you drop your leverage. I learned the hard way. You can go up, you can't go back down. On cross, you can.
Can you add margin though? Because that's another way.
Yes, you can. That you can do. Yeah, that's what I do. Yeah. That's why I was asking you. I was wondering what you were doing, but
it's the same mechanic. It's the same mechanism, really.
Yeah. You're right.
But like adding margin just means you're putting your money at risk, not the market's money. I mean, not the exchange's money, which affords you more room for error, like more margin for error. So, there's a couple of ways to play it. If you get in trouble with leverage, you just got to have the money on the side to fix it. So never put everything in at one position at high leverage, because like you've got no way to maintain that position if it gets ugly, basically. And the cool thing about deleveraging is it reduces your fees too. Like every 8 hours when you have to pay your fee. If you're on perpetual
Yeah.
contracts, yeah. Like, so if you're on low leverage, the fee will be small because you're not borrowing that much. Whereas if you're borrowing 10x or like 50x, you owe a lot of, like, that's a lot of money of theirs that's on the table, and you don't have much on the table at all. You've only got a fraction of your money on there. So you have to pay the
Rick,
fee every 8 hours. Yeah?
I tried a 3x when we were at 42K on Bitcoin. And
Along?
I had yes. Yes. It was the beginning of my mistake. But I did a 3x and I had gone in with $100. Okay.
Oh,
and
yeah.
I put 10 grand in that account. And we dropped so much that every time I was putting in my margin, it was still catching up to me. And at the end, I took everything.
No way. All 10 grand?
Yeah. All the 10. It left me $23 that I put into fucking Luna and I made back money. But just to tell you, like,
yeah,
you're much better off where you are on the chart now doing what you're doing. Then, so like,
at least for now, anyway.
Well, I don't think that would be your situation. It cannot drop further than 0, and I'm pretty sure that you've budgeted for it. But yeah, it's a crazy ride, man. It really is. I learned from it, but
yeah, I could be wrong though.
You just gotta be careful.
This thing could.
I don't think you're wrong where you are. You won't get liquidated.
If we fall to like $2,000 or like 3,000 or something stupid like that, like who knows? It could happen. It's highly unlikely, but it's it's never say never, right? But
right.
Hey, like if it does that, then you could buy a whole Bitcoin for $3,000. How awesome would that be?
Oh, I mean, that would be my first move. Absolutely.
I'd go out and sign up for like 3 credit cards and max them out and just buy Bitcoin like crazy.
Don't do that. My friend did that in the stock market, man, on a stock. He leveraged his house. Like he got a lien against his house. And only because he didn't want to use his money. Well, it went sour, man. And guess what? It took his money anyways. Like, yeah, don't ever do that. I still have the picture on my life of the cashier's check he got when he did it. And I said to him, I said, this is probably the biggest mistake you'll ever make in your life. And you know what happened? The stock went from $2.50 to 5 cents, and it got halted. It's not even trading anymore. Imagine. It's crazy.
What stock was that?
The CBDT, the one who had referred me to it, the nutcase. That one is still not trading, by the way. Yep, it's still not trading. It's been a month now. It's gone. I'm telling you, it's gone.
With TPTX. I got to put on it. I think it expires this week. It's been off the market for over a month.
Yeah.
When the day I bought the put on it, it disappeared completely.
I don't
know how they can allow it.
They were being bought by another company. They were in the middle of a merger.
Sorry, Rick.
It's alright. I was just quickly gonna say that I'm gonna leave my YouTube stream going while I go to sleep, like when I go to bed. Not that that's any time soon. I'm gonna stay up for a little bit longer, but I want to see the market open in 19 minutes. Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah.
I sort of came in the middle there.
That might be scary.
Sometimes it's uncontrollable, Rick, you know. Listen to the sentence you just said.
I got that. That's classic. Yeah, stock market. Jeez.
Oh, you see it already?
Well, I can see the pre-market. It's not insane. Like, it's probably a similar drop to what Bitcoin's seen already.
Everything's
I
down.
see it. It's on my screen. Weird.
Some things
Yeah.
are not down a lot. They're like they went down like a half a percent point. Other things went down like
The Nasdaq, I think it's this US 100. Yeah, that has fallen like crazy.
Check out the SPY. The SPY is funny, man. The SPY gapped up, went sideways, and then just took back like 1, 2, 3 gaps. That's what happened. Look at the SPY, man. So it literally went back to fill September 8th's gap towards the down. If you notice, September 8th, we gapped up, then we gapped up again, gapped up a third time.
Are you streaming?
Dude,
Because
no.
I'll see what you're trying to explain.
Yeah, maybe.
T Black says to me, that's the best way to trade futures. Low leverage with a little bag, just to adjust when needed. Works for me, and little chance to get wrecked. Yeah, man, that's it. You just have to sort of play it conservatively. If you're gonna do futures like leverage, if you go crazy if you trade like an ape and you just go in heavy and just too high leverage, it's not sustainable. Like I tried it last year. It's not great. It's not
be
great.
careful with hot
I'm
topic
streaming.
words. Be careful with hot topic words like conservative.
Right. Yeah. I have to think of a simile
I'm happy you like
to that word, or like what is it? A synonym. What's a synonym to conservative? Careful? Protective?
Yeah, they just make it worse. Responsible, like anything you come up with to replace that is not going to sound very fair.
Rick, take a look if you'd like.
Let me look up. I'm going to Google this. Synonyms for conservative. Traditionalist, traditional, conventional, orthodox, stable, old-fashioned, dyed in the wool. What the hell? Unchanging, hidebound, cautious, prudent, careful, safe. Right-wing, reactionary, traditionalist, unprogressive. Establishmentarian.
Wary.
There you go.
Wait, the last two are those new?
Republican, true blue, right-winger, reactionary, rightist, die-hard, Tory. What the hell? Tory? Let's see. I'm gonna look up synonyms for liberal.
Oh, if Snowflake is on there, I'm gonna die.
Tolerant, unprejudiced, unbigoted, broad-minded, open-minded, enlightened, forbearing, permissive, free and easygoing, abundant,
not
copious,
sound right.
ample, plentiful, generous, lavish, luxuriant, profuse, considerable, prolific, rich, galore, excessive, immoderate. There you go.
Look up woke. I think woke is like the new
Look up
big word.
woke.
So I guess liberal is, yes, that's interesting. Liberal, you need to be liberal with your stuff and donate a lot, I guess. Or not.
Well, when
generous, all that.
when you apply soap to your hands liberally, like when you're washing your hands, if you do it conservatively, you're not using much because you're saving it in case you run out.
Did you say unbigoted at the beginning there?
If what?
Did you say unbigoted as one of those words? Or
yeah, it was a synonym, yeah, according to Google.
Trago, you're on my chart, huh?
Yeah, baby.
Okay, so you know this especially. Do you remember when we were charting SPY? This is a line that you and me put right here. I don't know if you remember, but it was a 402 mark on the SPY. We had our rejection. We came back, held above like 389, went back up. Line stays. Right at the line, you get a gap. Boom, overnight. Gap doesn't get filled. You keep going up, bam, second gap. It doesn't get filled. Third gap doesn't get filled. But guess what we do on this one fucking drop? Go right back and retest 402.
Filling all those gaps.
One shot, 1, 2, 3 later. This is a huge play here. I mean, hello. Now, if we fall through this, then our last gap, which was already filled in this little move, is, I think this is top of the right ear, man. It just as usual, it came to retest. Look, we're in the tail. You know what we do in the tail here. We do exactly that. Boom, 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 like that. So
if you look at the 4 hour though, look at there's a gap all the way down at like 375, I believe.
Ooh, that would hurt.
So if the sentiment is that normal stock charts filling these gaps on the regular, then that would be an area to look at just in case, because we never went and filled it in.
I know what you're saying. I mean, for it to go back there, that would probably be, it's a completely different move. That's a rejection on the tail. Then we're fried. But just remember, when the SPY pushed the last time, it did exactly this. We did the same move, not as aggressively. You know.
Man, that DXY chart, I just can't get over that. That's insane. How it just rocketed up.
Yeah,
that's insane.
You got to stay above 396. If we stay above 396, we could recover.
Yeah, exactly. Pretty much. Even at the lowest 389 is still okay on this fractal. So we still have this time to do the step 2 down and hold above 389 on the SPY. I think you'll see a great reaction there, in my opinion. It's, you know, I mean, it's there. It's on my thing. And I charted this, my prediction last time, that was, you know, like a good 3 weeks ahead on the SPY. I drew it and I showed it. It's the same path. I'm not trying to comfort you, but I'm just saying same identical retest. The heights are great as the one we had, as this. Remember, this one was weeks before it happened. Hold on.
I would say the only good thing with this massive drop is we just created another value gap on BTC all the way up to 22.5. So now,
oh, that's weird.
That's another gap to fill. But we have those gaps down at 19.5 that we just shot up from a couple days ago that never got filled in. So potentially we could be heading there to fill in those. But yeah, fuck. What a drop. I thought CPI was going to be lower than last month. I honestly did. I thought energy was going to be another factor in the reason why it went lower. So if energy is going down, but inflation is still going up, that's really fucking bad. As far as short-term trading, in my opinion.
You know what? I think the volatility is beautiful. Like, as a trader, you want to see this kind of shit happening, because with the volatility is the opportunity to like take positions that give you fast returns, you know.
These drops are how I make a living, brother. Yeah, I agree 100%.
Yeah, like if it's just going sideways like a stable coin, like, God, you'd be wasting your time. You wouldn't be able to trade anything. Like, there's no strong movement.
Even if it just keeps going up, that's no good for me.
Yeah, that's it. You need it to go cheap. You need it to pull back and reset so that you can get in at a good price in preparation for the next, rocket ship. But yeah, going up forever is actually a bad thing because, the closer Bitcoin would get to, say, 100,000, the heavier moves it has to make just to return 1% even. You know what I mean? Like, the higher value it gets, the weaker the performance.
Yeah,
Well, the harder it is to move.
Yeah,
there's so much more money needed.
That's it. So this is why, like, the lower Bitcoin gets, the better. Like, because the more
Yeah, it creates a lot of gravity, man.
yeah, the more percentage differential you get, the closer to zero you get.
Bitcoin
That's
20K for 2 years.
That's why shitcoins are so attractive, because they're like fractions of a cent and they move like crazy. But they're very dangerous.
What did Luna do on this move? Did it shoot up or?
Yeah, good question. I'm gonna have a look at that.
Yeah, tank too.
I mean, how could it not? I think it's like gravitational pull with Bitcoin.
Mm-hmm. Like it wanted to go inverse, and it was like, I'm trying to go, and nope. Bitcoin's like, nah, you're coming down too, bitch.
Yeah.
Alright, guys.
It's the Mortal Kombat move. Get over here. Yeah,
the Scorpion move.
Yeah.
No, I made a $33 profit on Bitcoin.
You shorted it?
I had that bag going, and I got out just as it was crashing.
Hey.
$33
DX.
profit.
Good job.
Thank you. Better than normally I'm losing money, so it feels good to make a $33 profit.
Hell yeah.
It's cool, dude.
Now you gotta beat that and make a $34 profit.
Good thinking, Drago. Good thinking. So I take it we got bad news.
Yeah.
But yeah. Higher inflation. Everyone was predicting lower CPI figures, and it was actually the opposite. Not by a bunch, but still showing that we're going in the wrong direction.
So why did we drop so much then?
Why do we drop so much?
Because these twits behind their freaking buttons are like buying at a massive amounts when they hear the news. It's the trigger. Hey, it goes negative, short. You know what I mean? It's like, seriously, man. The amount of ways we can connect one with each other, these places you don't think they know. You don't think institutions communicate. Hit the button, bang! Fucking candle like this comes out. I mean, do you see the size of this thing? I'm not the retail market doing this.
Liz Cheney is effectively a Democrat.
Turn off your mic.
Who's that?
Read off.
You. Oh, what's that?
Drago, read off the events. We got like a shitload of events coming today.
Is that today?
Yeah.
CPI. So the CPI just was released. What else is next? You got, well, not necessarily for today. I know, Rick, you have the employment rate change today.
Is that for Australia? Man, Australia has no influence over anything. It's funny.
The dollar's been ripping though, right? The Aussie dollar's been ripping. At least it's
maybe.
That's the AUAXY. That one was going up. Oh yeah, look at that fucking shit candle.
The Aussie dollar against the US dollar. Yeah, shit. We got smashed.
It was going up too.
Yeah, we were at almost 60. Well, basically 69 cents. Now we're back down to like 67.8, 67.9.
Oh, what's the Canadian dollar at?
That's why I like pulling it towards me.
CAD? I don't know, man.
70 something, I hope still.
I'd have to add it. CAD USD.
Ready? Okay.
Yo, your mic's hot. Yo.
Oh, my mic's up.
Yes,
Dude,
sir.
I swear I put the freaking mute on there.
Yeah, Canadian dollar
Ow!
has taken a dump as
I'm
well.
not even highlighted.
It did, huh?
Okay.
Shit.
Yeah, I mean everything has taken a dump against the US dollar at the moment. At Forex. Interesting shake-up, hey? Just wait till they
See,
come
now
out with
that's
good
something-
news.
Yeah. I don't understand how all this Forex works. My brother-in-law does this for a living, and I don't know.
It's just
I'm sure. Maybe I should just call him.
it's just
Ask
country
him
against
what's going
country,
on.
man. It's like whose economy's doing better at the time.
That's like real fundamental. You gotta. I think fundamentals play a bigger role in Forex than they do with crypto.
If a ship blocks the Suez Canal, that has a big impact on Forex. Like just things like that. Just global like news.
Yeah.
Like when Brexit happened, I'm sure that had a big impact on the British pound against the dollar. And like when the euro came out, when was the euro invented? That was like sometime
90s.
not that long ago. Hey,
80s.
the euro hasn't been out for forever.
No.
Late 90s, early 2000s, maybe.
Just trying to see the date.
When was Brexit? Was that
A couple of years ago. It was during old mates.
Brexit was 2016, I think.
Yeah,
Oh,
so
yeah.
that was recent.
June 2016?
It was Trump's running buddy, Nigel.
There you go. The euro was established by the provisions in the 1992 Maastricht Treaty. So that's fairly modern. 92 is not that long ago, really.
It is for me.
It is when you were born in 1992.
Were you?
No, I was born in 88. I'm a bicentennial, baby.
I'm a dinosaur, man.
Stock market just.
I'm 34 in November.
Oh, never mind.
You sound older
Scorpio.
than that, bro. I
Really?
actually thought you'd be older for some reason.
Nah, I'm just a baby.
Servo, when were you born?
75.
Nice.
73 here.
Dude,
Nice.
I'm jealous of the era that you guys grew up in. Like all the music. Damn.
85.
Oh yeah, Black Sabbath, man.
Yeah, like Alice in Chains. I would love to have seen them live.
I remember just the smell of the diesel from all the buses.
Oh,
Very
so
industrial.
Still,
That's
time.
so
They're
true.
still
I remember
touring.
that too, Servo.
Hey, PLS. I did Seven's last tour.
Yeah. You said what?
Also changed.
I did Savage last U.S. tour.
Yeah, because the guitarist
I
was
couldn't
singing.
hear what he said. What did he say?
He
I
did Black
was
Sabbath
Savage's
last.
last U.S. tour.
He'll never understand because we're all talking. Not all.
Right. I can't. I still say it slowly, Randall.
Sorry, man. I worked Sabbath's last U.S. tour.
Oh, did you? With Ozzy or Dio? Oh, not Dio.
It was
Ozzy?
their farewell tour with Ozzy.
Dio.
Oh, okay, the reunion tour.
No, not the reunion one. The farewell. I worked a few shows on the reunion tour in 2013, but I did the actual tour in I think it was 2016.
Yeah, Ozzy's in bad shape now. You seen him on the Super Bowl halftime show?
Come on, guys, might be recovering.
Yeah, potential bounce here.
Well, not Super Bowl,
BGX.
but last week he was on the halftime show.
I know what you're talking
CBS
about.
cut it.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. I think it was in England, wasn't it? No, I didn't see it.
Of course, Zach from BLS came out and then played Crazy Train with him.
Here comes the move. DXY. Finish this.
So maybe up to 404 with maybe a rejection
Maybe.
on the
I
spot.
think.
And dollar's rolling over.
Yeah, come on, dollar, just die.
Yo, this is a fake out repump, right?
Fake out repump. I think you were just in a hook. Yeah.
We need
Just
Biden to come out and say the new currency is Bitcoin. Even if it's just for half an hour.
15
Even if it's a mistake.
If he did something like that, Bitcoin would shoot, it would spike.
It would be crazy.
Get people with signs out, and he might say it out loud.
Now, I'm just trying to think what would be the fastest, most insane positive thing that Bitcoin, like what would, manipulate Bitcoin up. Like
Well, you
Elon.
never know. I couldn't say that. I mean, he's a sleepwalker. He could come out and say, "Oh, Bitcoin's on the rise."
Elon Musk, Jeff Bezos, Bill Gates, all coming out saying that they've just bought, billions and billions of dollars worth of Bitcoin.
Apple, yeah.
Rick, do you have a disk of men at work?
Well, Trump used to mention the cryptos often, so I think that was helpful. He talked about his disgust and dislike for them, and that's when everybody was buying. You remember? You just got to tell people that Trump is for crypto again. Oh wait, no, he's not for crypto, and then they should buy the shit out of it.
Well, hey, up or down, it's good to see the volatility. Keeps things interesting, hey?
Yes, I agree with that, because watching this shit just move sideways can turn your eyeballs.
Yes. I get paid in a couple of hours, so maybe I can buy some more. But actually, no, I'm gonna leave it. I'm not gonna buy any until it goes below 20. So maybe it won't.
Maybe it won't.
I think it'll probably stay above 20 if it knows that I'm threatening to buy it. You sort of have to trick the universe into doing what you want it to do. If you fall below 20, I'm gonna buy the shit out of you, man.
If you put large
so it stays up.
Like, I wish I had control of my life.
If you
It's
guys
like-
put large enough orders in the book, people stack up on it, and then
It's
you
like
can
if-
remove it.
If you want the traffic light to turn red, to turn green, if you're sitting in traffic, it's illegal, obviously, but like, check your phone or read something or do something in traffic, and it'll go green pretty quick. Well, yeah, it seems like the pace of the Bitcoin sell-off is somewhat slowing down. I don't want to speak too soon, though.
NASDAQ is still dropping.
Yeah, that's it. So we're 6 minutes into the stock market opening. Wow, the S&P took a hit. NASDAQ. Holy shit. I need to add some more NASDAQ charts. NASDAQ 100 futures.
You should join us more, right?
Yeah, man. It just sucks that I'm on the other side of the planet because I'm asleep when you guys are awake. Maybe I should move to the US. It's 11:38 p.m.
That is the opposite.
Yeah.
What crypto on KuCoin got hit the hardest today? KuCoin futures. Ooh, GRT down 12%.
Let's look up Binance Global. Where are these spot markets at?
$9:30 in the morning here, Slick Rick.
Oh, nice.
9:39.
The sun's coming up, eh? Well, it's already up.
Now more like clouds and rain are coming up. Got like thunderstorms and stuff today. It should be clearing up soon. I'm starting to see breaks in the sky.
Where are you from, BLS? If you don't mind me asking.
Connecticut.
Oh, okay.
Highest tax state in the United States.
I've rode through there a number of times. I've never worked there or really been there, though. I don't think I've worked there.
You ain't missing nothing. It's the armpit of the country.
Yeah, I've crossed through it many, many times. I'm in Richmond, Virginia, so I'm like in the center of everything on the East Coast.
Randall, are you still doing shows?
No, sir. I stopped in 2019 when the pandemic, 2020 when the pandemic started.
Shows?
What was the last show you worked?
July, January 2020.
Who was what were the bands?
I have no idea. I have to go look.
You've been doing it for how many years?
Huh?
How many years were you doing shows?
Roughly 16, 17 years.
Let's take a lot out of you. I mean,
You stay busy. I mean, it depends. There's plenty of stagehands that they just do not get much work and they do it as a side job. They do it local. My stepfather was a stagehand, so I kind of like when I got out of boxing, that's what I transitioned right into. And then the pandemic, that stopped entertainment altogether. You know, everybody knows that for a good while, and that's so I had to find a way to make a living. And I had a bunch of money saved up from that, and I got into crypto and started teaching myself how to day trade. And I've been making more money than that than I did in a stagehand business, which that paid really well too. So here I am. I get to stay home now and be with my dog, see what little family I have, and enjoy them instead of being gone all the time. I'll take it any day.
Same here.
Show business is very shallow. You don't really realize it until you're out of life. I'm not trying to down anybody in the life of that. I don't mean it like that. I still I have great memories from it, but like, it's not a life for like. It's shallow. You.
Oh yeah, dude. The movie industry, the music industry, like it's all showmanship. It's all like, yeah, it's definitely shallow, man.
You live a life of solitude by yourself. You know, it's not for family.
That's it. It's live fast, die young.
It seems like when you're younger, it seems like it's awesome, it's important. But when you get older, you start to realize you're missing out on a lot. The stuff that's actually gonna matter when you're older. And looking back, it's like, was it worth it? What did I trade it in for, really? For a novelty that I'm working entertainment for famous people? Really?
Yeah.
And yeah, like I said, it pays great, but it's not. Yeah.
What did you do exactly? Were you like a sound technician or something, or like a
jack of all trades, brother?
Oh,
I wasn't
cool.
a technician of anything exactly, but I did everything.
Nice. So you're kind of like a roadie in a way.
Yes.
Yeah.
I also worked local too when not on the road. So even when I wasn't, I still traveled a lot on my own.
Cool.
I spent like $300 a week in gas before the prices went up. You can do a 16-hour day, drive 3 hours to the next job, get a little bit of sleep, and do another show. Over and over and over again. And then because you're tired, you start turning to drugs and stuff, and
That's right. I was about to get to that.
to stay
How
awake.
was your budget for white powder?
More than my gas.
Hey, good times though. All right, so let's break table with fingers straight out.
Be honest with you, I beat dead in a car crash. I'm gonna cut you off, man, but I bet I would have died in a wreck if I hadn't done drugs, probably. And I'm not advocating for anyone to do drugs, but yeah.
Medical advice.
Medical advice.
Coffee and Red Bull just ain't cutting it. Get it? Cutting it.
I need my coffee.
Okay, market's open and down 600 on the dot.
Where's
like
Clyde said we're gonna have a huge green day today.
The Dixie has slowed down, so that's good.
By the way, these days I'm completely sober. I haven't done drugs outside of marijuana since I stopped being a stagehand.
Nice, man. Feels good,
Yeah,
huh?
I'm proud of it. Trading changed me like as a person in every way possible for the better. It made me realize everything bad about myself that I could figure out and re-examine myself. It taught me patience that I thought I had that maybe I didn't. The benefits of trading have helped me in ways beyond money ever will. So
it's amazing, like just the potential for earning money in trading. When you sort of figure that out, it's really exciting. Like you just got to try and contain the excitement so that you don't make stupid decisions.
paper trade, man. I paper traded a lot in between real trading.
Yeah, and like sort of going back on the history of charts and seeing the positions you could have taken and like how you could set up for that in the future.
You can mark down results of how often they work out if you could like actually chart that down. Yeah. What happens here? Yeah.
Yeah, it just takes practice. It's all experience, really. You get better at it. I'm still a guppy.
Getting liquidated last year was probably like the best thing that ever happened to me. A couple of times because it forced me to really tighten down and like learn how to trade.
Yeah.
If you chase the trade more than chasing the money will come.
Yeah, that's it. Focus on the strategy and the execution of your strategy than looking at the dollars. Yeah.
When at the end of the day, I don't look at what I've made through the day until the end of it, and I add it up and I chart it up. And when throughout the day, I don't look at what I've made. I look at the percentage for each trade, and that's it, and I close it.
Yeah, that's it. You're like your win rate is another good thing. Like how many trades turned out successful? How many didn't? And if you're anywhere above 50% success rate, then you're doing well.
I say 8 out of 10 average.
Even if you're 30% success rate, as long as you let your winners ride and your losers like stop out, like you cut them short, you know, it should be okay. It's still very average, but well, that's good to see that the dollar like has finally like capped out and now it's pulling back again. Just waiting for Bitcoin to start climbing again, hopefully. Honestly, this isn't so bad. This pullback isn't as crazy as it could have been, you know? Like maybe it's just getting started, but still we're still above 21k. It's not bad at all.
Yeah, but after watching the flash crash in SHIB, I worry.
Shiba.
You saw that flash crash yesterday morning?
No, I'm gonna have to go have a look at it.
So only on Robinhood, it went from 13 to 997. Just for a minute.
Robinhood.
So it was on major sale 2 days ago, which makes me worry about the other exchanges dropping the same amounts.
So Matic has fallen pretty heavy off this pullback.
Matic hasn't even started trying to recover.
Pretty ugly. How's good old Ethereum going? Ooh. Previous 2 days have actually been pretty bad for Ethereum too. Like didn't have the same performance as what Bitcoin had the previous 2 days.
Started yesterday, finishes starts tonight, finishes what is today? Tuesday, Wednesday. Finishes Thursday or Friday.
What's that?
The ETH merge. Tonight at midnight is when they give you credit for whatever they're going to give you. And tomorrow is when they do the fork.
So that's when you dump it, right? Buy the rumor, sell
Oh,
the news.
yeah, they do a fork. Yeah.
It's not forking.
Well, the message on, I think it was Robinhood or whatever platform that was, basically said there's probably going to be a fork, and if so, in order to receive your coins, you must be holding tonight at midnight.
Yeah, and anytime an exchange is saying you need to hold this coin for this long, that's a little bit of a red flag for me. But
I looked that up yesterday, like considerably, and I can't find anything about the actual fork. Everything says it's not forking. Now, am I saying I'm right? No, I'm not saying that, but that's what I could find.
So the guy in charge of ETH, right?
Vitalik?
How closely is he related to Robinhood?
Not at all.
They just have the same name, right?
Really? Vitalik Buterin?
Yeah, aren't they both Vitaliks?
Maybe. He's Vladimir Tenev.
Vladimir. Okay, that sounds right. I knew it was with a V.
I don't know where he's from. Is it? Oh, he's Bulgarian.
I mean, I'm sure Ethereum miners would love if there was another hard fork and they had another classic to mine. They wouldn't be on Raven as much if that was the case.
Yeah, what's Raven doing? The fuck, Litecoin's pumping? Or am I tripping? Oh, Litecoin was already up before the dip. wonder if Cleo thinks London's gonna dump at like 12:30 Eastern.